get frustrated when they wouldn't talk, I would think it's because they didn't care or they were uninterested.
I thought Americans were really disrespectful towards other people because they would ask very direct questions and they would expect blunt answers, and I thought that was not the appropriate way of communication, and that was wrong.
One thing about like France and French people, I always feel that they're pretty lazy and they always go on strikes and complain about the treatment.
I always thought that Italians were so hot-tempered and they're ready to just like snap back at you. And I always thought like Chinese people, they're so loud in their speech and way of talking.
I know that Indian hit revenge, and I think it's an unhygienic thing that now.
It's really helped with my personal development and my relationship with friends and family. I've become a lot more self-aware and learned a lot more about communicating with other people, especially in a cross-cultural setting.
Experience is actually doing a retreat where the facilitator asks us to find a person who is really opposite of you and try to find a list of common things that's really common to the both of you. It's really surprising for me to actually find people from different cultures actually can share so much and have so much in common.
I learned a lot about who I am and what strengths and weaknesses that I have and what interpersonal skills I already possess and how I can refine those skills when interacting with people from different cultures.
I start to considering the other people from other countries in different way, not just on my point of view, but I start to interact with them and try to understand their point of view.
Understand my own culture and my own values and help me appreciate those of others as well. We've learned so much about conflict resolution, leadership styles, and I think this will be really helpful in a global intercultural setting. So I'm very grateful for this experience.
ILI, I learned that it's a cultural difference of why they don't always speak in class or in certain situations, and not because they don't care.
I now learned now that this is just a different style of communication and they're not being disrespectful. It is just the way their culture has taught them conversation should be, and I quite enjoy it now. So
After talking to Alex from our group, I actually realized that French people actually do work as hard as the rest of the people. It's just a very common misconception, but they do go on strikes a lot.
But now I know that every culture has a different way of expressing things, like using body emotions, body language, and tone of voice.
In Indian guy, I understand that eating revenge